Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Clifford. You can call me Daddy Cliff, just as it is in the channel. I have been living in South Korea for more than 6 years. That is, I came here for my master's and I am in the last semester of my PhD studies, which means I believe, as far as this video about undergraduate admission into Global Career Scholarship, what is often called GKS, is concerned, I believe I have a bit of something to say as to why people fail in the application for this scholarship. And that is partly because I have met a lot of students who came to Korea through that scholarship. I have met a lot of students who came to Korea through other scholarships like the Professor Scholarship. I have a video on that Professor Scholarship. You might want to click the link up there to watch it. I have videos on how people came to Korea for Quota Scholarship and a whole lot of other scholarships that are 100% sponsored by either the university or other private organizations in South Korea. I equally have videos about Postcode Scholarship. Postcode Scholarship is currently ongoing. You might want to equally check my YouTube channel for videos on the Postcode Scholarship. So as far as this video is concerned today, I am going to give 9 reasons as to why you might fail in your application into the Global Career Scholarship undergraduate version that was launched yesterday, the 8th of September. Applications are open. Get your documents ready and get ready to apply. Let's get into the reasons. The number 1 reason as to why you might fail in your application for the Global Career Scholarship is not having a Topik Score. Having a Topik Score gives you an advantage over somebody who does not have Topik Score. This is because in South Korea they use Korean language, and added to that, it's an undergraduate program. There are very few universities in South Korea that teach in English at the undergraduate level. Very few. You can have tons of universities at the level of the graduate level that speak English or teach in English, but as far as undergraduate is concerned, having a Topik Score, at least Topik level 4, puts you at this level more than somebody who does not have Topik at all. Having Topik level 6 gives you an advantage over somebody who maybe has no Topik at all, or who has Topik level 4 or 5. So having Topik is an advantage as far as application into the undergraduate for GKS is concerned. And the fact that you equally have Topik shows that you have an idea about Korean culture. Korean language is Korean culture. Once you start learning Korean language, you're learning the culture. You're learning the way the people do things, the way they behave. And that means when you come into the country, you can easily blend. From the very first day that you come into the country, you will be able to incorporate yourself, live with the people, understand the people without any issues. So make sure you learn Korean language. Take the Topik test while back home in your country and use it to apply. It is also important to stress the fact that knowing Korean language means you have interest in the culture, means you have interest in the country, and that means you will be able to easily blend. Remember, sponsoring you through a scholarship means the country is investing in you. Why will they be investing in somebody who does not have any love for the country? When you apply, when you already have Topik, that is an indication to the selection committee that you have some love for the country, you have some love for the culture. Remember, coming to Korea means you will be an ambassador for your country when you go back home after your studies. It means you will be able to portray some of those good values about Korea when you go back home, because you've learned it either through the culture, either through what you came to study in South Korea. You will be able to be an ambassador of Korea in your home country. So it is important that you show, at least through learning the language, that you have some love for the country, you have some love for the country, so that you can easily represent South Korea in your home country when you go back. So it is very important to make sure you prepare yourself for the scholarship by learning the Korean language. I'll be very blunt in this video because I get a lot of questions from people asking me if Topik is very important as far as scholarship in South Korea is concerned. The answer is always yes. It gives you an advantage and it shows that you have some love for the culture. You have some love for the country. If you don't have some love for the country, you would not study the language. The second reason as to why people fail in their application for Global Korea Scholarship is when they don't follow instructions. Instructions are guidelines that will help you apply for the scholarship. Stop sending emails to the authorities asking questions about certain things that are already in the guideline. It will show that you're not serious in your application. Follow the guidelines and prepare your documents for application. And most importantly, when you don't sign every document, remember, in all of the application form there is an area where you must sign. If you don't follow those basic instructions like signing, it shows that you're not serious in your application, and that immediately disqualifies you. They will move to the next file. If your file is one that they notice that you're not signing, you're not following basic instructions that have been given in the guidelines. And another thing is, if you ask a question through email that is already in the guidelines, they might not even be that nice to refer you to the guidelines. So it is important that you follow basic instructions if you don't want to be eliminated in this scholarship. That's why I said it is an easy scholarship to get, but at the same time you can easily lose it when you don't follow simple instructions. It is also important to know that when you don't follow simple instruction and don't sign to those documents, it makes your file to be incomplete, and it shows that you're not equally very serious about the scholarship. And why will they be investing their money on somebody who is applying and cannot follow simple instruction? It means that person will not equally be serious with their studies when they come to South Korea for that scholarship. Why will they be investing their money on you when you cannot follow simple instruction like signing on all of the forms? Now please, if you know you've not yet subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do, because I always upload educational information in my channel, and I equally upload videos on different types of scholarship and how to go about applying for the scholarship. Your subscription is what will give me the courage, the energy to continue producing these videos, continue providing the information that might help you in your application. So please make sure you subscribe. And if you're equally interested in learning Korean language, I always provide short reels that could help you in picking 1 or 2 words in Korean language. So consider subscribing. Also, if you feel like you're getting value from the video, please make sure you click that like button and make sure you try to share with others. Don't keep the scholarship for yourself. Share with others. Sharing is caring. The third reason is when you don't rearrange your documents according to the checklist. The checklist, just like I said in the instruction, when you don't follow instructions, not rearranging your documents according to the checklist equally means you're not following instruction. Always make sure you arrange your documents according to how they have been classified in the checklist. It is very important to rearrange your documents according to the checklist, and also make sure I cannot insist on this that much, make sure you sign on every document where it is said sign, you sign. Reason number 4 as to why you would fail in your application for the Global Korea Scholarship is not notarizing and apostilling your document. 2 things: your degree, let's say your high school degree, and your transcript must be apostilled and they must be notarized. This is for both undergraduate and graduate. Some graduate students might fall on this video. For undergraduate, you have to make sure you notarize your transcript, notarize your degree, like your high school diploma. And another thing, if you are applying without a passport, you have to apostille your or notarize your That's basically both. You have to notarize and apostille your document that shows your nationality. Again, if you are applying without a passport, make sure you apostille and notarize the document that shows or indicates your nationality. It is very important. Number 5 is your study plan. I cannot insist on how important the study plan is important. This is one of the most important documents. It should be able to enumerate, list the things that you will do according to semesters and how you plan on going through your studies throughout the number of years that you will be living in South Korea and studying. It should be able to convince the selection committee why you are very important, why they should select you among the thousands of other applicants. Remember, the seats for these scholarships are very limited, very small for the list of countries that are eligible for this scholarship. So it is important for you to tell them why you think you are the fit for this scholarship, why you think you are the most valid candidate for this scholarship on the pool of thousands of applicants from around the world. Your study plan should be able to make you be very outstanding from the pool of other students who will be applying for this scholarship. So it is important for you to make your study plan a unique something of you. Try not to copy from other people, other things online, because remember, South Korea, as far as technology is concerned, is very advanced. They know how to dictate plagiarism. Plagiarism is something that they would dictate very easily. Remember that thousands of people have applied for this scholarship and they've seen thousands of study plans. So just by the very beginning of a study plan, they can know if you copied somewhere. So try to make your study plan be a story of yourself, because remember, everyone has their unique story. You have to be able to tell your own story in a way that will make you shine in the pool of thousands of other applicants. I cannot insist on how important the study plan is. You have to tell your own story. Everybody has their unique story. They have things that they've gone through during their study career. Bring out those things and try to make them shine the light on you as the most qualified candidate for this scholarship. Reason number 6 as to why you might fail your GKS scholarship application is when you forge signatures. Recommendation letters are very important, because a recommendation means somebody else is telling your story, and that somebody could be somebody with whom you've worked or your past teacher or professor. They should be able to tell the admission committee how they see you. If it is difficult for you to get a recommendation letter from your teacher or maybe university professor, try not to forge their signature. If you forge their signature, you will never be authorized to apply for the KGS scholarship. You will be banned from applying for future KGS scholarships. Never attempt to forge somebody's signature just because you've tried to get to them, you've tried to get a recommendation letter from them and you didn't succeed and decided that, okay, I'll do it my own way. Once it is dictated, it is always very easy to dictate it. And remember, they always ask for contact information. If you give wrong information and then you forge signatures, they will dictate it, and once you're dictated, you will no longer be allowed to apply for the scholarship. That's another very important reason as to why you would fail the application process and you will be banned from applying in any future scholarships in South Korea. Reason number 7 is your GPA. Let's say on a scale of 4. In most cases, they want somebody who has at least 2.6. Once you know that you have less than 2.6, know that you're already doomed for elimination. So before even applying, make sure you know that your GPA is at least from 2.6 going upward. Another thing is, some people might have 2.6, others might have even 3 point, that's higher. But those who have 2.6, what might help them shine is when they have a good study plan and statement of purpose. Those two things are one of the most important documents. You can have a low GPA, but once your study plan or your statement of purpose, those two documents, once they are outstanding, once they shine a light into you, you will make it. So try not to worry too much about the GPA. If you have 2.6, it's okay, apply. If you have more, it's okay. You might even have a higher GPA, but your study plan and your statement of purpose do not really say much about you. But somebody who has maybe 2.6 going upward has a strong study plan and a strong statement of purpose, they would easily take them because they've said something that makes the person who is checking your documents to feel like, if this person comes to South Korea, the person will be able to actually go through with their studies. Because one of the reasons as to why South Korea has become very complicated with the application process is because many students come to Korea for this scholarship and then they abandon the scholarship. That is why sometimes if you abandon the scholarship, it's a problem. Also, if you get the scholarship and you decide not to come to Korea and then maybe later on you decide to apply, you will no longer be authorized to apply because you once had the opportunity but didn't take it. It's like it gives a feeling that you're not serious. So try not to ever make the people who are checking the documents to have a feeling that if you come to the country, you might not be serious with your studies. So it is very important that you take everything serious as far as this application is concerned. Don't just play with your study plans. If you have a low GPA, if you want to try, but follow the guideline. The guideline has every instruction. That's why I said most people fail because they don't follow the guideline. The guideline is there for a reason. The guideline answers every fact question, that's frequently asked questions. Just follow the guidelines and then apply and everything will be good. If the guideline says from 2.6 and you have 2.5, you're applying, know that you're already eliminated from the very beginning. And then for those who do not have the on a scale of 4 GPA system, they have maybe on 100 or something. Maybe if you have like 80, that could be maybe considered as from 2.6. Use it to apply or look for a means to convert your score into the GPA system. You have websites online that can help you to convert your GPA. Another thing is, if you have a system that does not convert it into the GPA system and it's difficult for them to like know at what level you fall, like because with GPA it's easy for, because South Korea uses the GPA. If for example, like I was saying, that if you have a system where it's on a scale of maybe 100 and maybe you have like 60 because probably your professors are not very good at giving people good scores, and maybe you were the top of your class but you had 60, so you would have to like try to get documents, official documents or awards from your school. If you had documents like awards, if you have something that can prove that you were maybe among the top 20s in your class, provide those documents. You cannot just say I was among the top 20 in my class without any document to back up your statement. Provide official documents, even if those documents are in your local language. Try to look for a means to translate it using official translation channels that will be notarized, and then prove with those documents that you were among the top 20s in your class. Don't just say it in your statement. Reason number 8 as to why you might get rejected in your Global Korea Scholarship application is your statement of purpose or personal statement. As it says, statement of purpose or personal statement is a statement that will have to make you shine just like your study plan. These two documents are very important. Your statement of purpose can actually cover up for your low GPA during your application. I repeat, it can cover up for your low GPA. If you have a good statement of purpose or personal statement, it will cover up for the low GPA. Okay, let me read out these things. In your statement of purpose, you have to bring out some of your strong personalities, how they distinguish you from thousands of others. Indicate your major achievements, what you did in school and out of school, like your extracurricular activities, why you choose that field, and your future career aspiration, and most especially how you think the major that you have chosen will help you achieve your future job aspirations. And you should equally be able to indicate why you decided to choose that particular major. So treat your statement of purpose or personal statement very important. Treat it as the key to your application. Do not copy a statement of purpose that you found on the internet. You can follow the pattern if it is a very good statement of purpose or personal statement. You can, I repeat, you can follow the format, but do not copy. Make it a reflection of you, like based on your own personal history, based on what you've gone through in life during your study career. Because like I said, everyone has their own personal story. Make that personal statement your story by making it to reflect your own life, because it is also very important to note that your study plan and your statement of purpose will be the two documents that will be on the interview table when you will be interviewed for this scholarship. If you do not master your study plan and personal statement, and they ask you questions that are on those documents and you're not able to answer, it will automatically eliminate you from the scholarship. So it will be nice for you to write something about yourself, so that immediately you're asked a question based on what has been written on your study plan and your statement of purpose, you can easily answer without thinking, because you took somebody's study plan, followed the pattern, but made it your own, made it your story, the story of your life. Plagiarism is a serious crime as far as education or academics are concerned, so you have to take it serious. When you see something on the internet and you think it's super good, don't try to make it yours when it's not yours. You can follow the pattern, but try to talk about yourself. What is a reflection of your life, your own history, your academic life. Number 9, and the most important, it will have something to do with your study plan and your personal statement. Try not to tell the admission committee how much Korea has developed, how much you love Korea, how much you love K-pop, how much you like K-drama. Those are things that they don't want to hear. In those two documents, they should be telling the admission committee about you and not about Korea. Those things are not important. Don't waste their time with informations of how you love BTS, how much Korea has developed, how you love Korean dramas, stuff like that. They are not relevant as far as your study plan and your personal statements are concerned. That being said, this is the end of the video. I wish you good luck. Remember, Global Korea Scholarship is just one among the many different types of scholarships that exist in South Korea, from undergraduate to graduate level, that's PhD and masters. There are thousands of scholarships in South Korea. You have Samsung scholarship, you have Quota scholarship, you have professor scholarship, you have way too many other scholarships in South Korea. And you equally have scholarships that are based on your performance. For some people who have some money, there are scholarships that offer 50% scholarship, some offer 70, some offer 75, some offer 80% based on your performance, some offer 100% if you are exceptionally good. You finish your studies without having to pay any money. And most important, again, let me indicate the importance of learning Korean language if you're thinking of coming to Korea, be it that you're applying for the graduate level. If you're applying to come and do a master's or PhD, knowing Korean language is always an advantage. Most especially if you're thinking of landing a job in Korea, Korean language will be very important, because you will be working with Koreans who might not have any knowledge about English language. You having those topic certificates or scores puts you at a greater advantage to land a job after your graduation, and it will equally make you a good ambassador of Korea back in your home country when you go back to your home country. And who knows, you might even pick up a job from a Korean company that is located in your home country. They'll be very happy to have somebody who speaks Korean language in their company back in your home country. So do not minimize the importance of Korean language. That is why I always make short reels on Korean language on my channel. If you've not yet subscribed, please, you might want to consider subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one. Good luck in your application.